Previously on FIB Season 2.
Worker called to inform us that Agent Quinton was shot several times while he was in the building.
Oh my god, Mario, what are you doing here? I thought you moved to Liberty City.
I did move to Liberty City. I'm officially moving back.
So, Vincent, I'm going to ask you one last time. What do you know, man? And before you answer, please remember I got way less rules of authority than these feds do.
The feds raided that place and now they know it's your gang. Now they know for sure that you are back in town. Don't you see how stupid that was of you to do?
It wasn't supposed to go down like that, man.
You know what, Mario? No, we can't. We can't catch coffee together. We can't talk. We can't do anything that doesn't involve working this job together.
We can't work like this again with all this hostility between us.
Look, I'm saying this because I care. Don't try and fuck this up for her. After everything she's been through with you, she deserves a chance to be happy, don't you think?
I said take me to my family. They could come after me all they want, but these sons of bitches don't get to go after my family.
Do you think you could help me? I don't usually deal in family services, but seeing as how you guys are risking your safety for my family if there's another attack, I wouldn't mind giving your case a look.
Kevin Chambers accessed the governor's files today. Look at the timestamp. It was accessed approximately 1 hour before the governor and his family were attacked.
Christ, man. Kevin is not just an agent. He's a decorated agent who's been with the FIB agency for over 20 years. Not to mention
Christy's father.
Let's not forget that you put a federal agent of your own in a coma. Now, what if that fun fact were to anonymously find its way to the feds?
This partnership is over. Congratulations, kid. You just earned yourself an enemy.
Reminder, Mom's birthday on 01/27.
Kendrick, why didn't you tell me it's your mom's birthday today? We could have met up with her and had lunch.
Well, I just never know with your work schedule. You could get a call in any moment's notice.
So could you. Your job pulls you away just as much as mine does. Why do I have a feeling this has less to do with my job and more to do with something else? What's really going on, babe?
Well, I just didn't know if we were at this point. I mean, honestly, you never even talk about your family. I never even met them.
That's not true. You've met my dad.
That's because he's worked with you, baby. I was bound to meet him. You've told me about your siblings and your mom, but that's all you've ever said. You don't even have pictures of them in the house.
I'm just not close with my family anymore. It's a long story that I'd rather not talk about right now.
Hey, I'm not pushing you to. We can talk about it when you're ready. I'm just saying, that's the reason I didn't think we were at that point to be meeting up with families for birthday plans. I want us to be there someday, though. You should probably get that.
Hey, Tasha, I was getting ready to... What? When did he wake up? You know what? I'm on my way.
I know I'm the last person you want to hear from. We agreed to keep in contact by phone.
I'm aware of what was agreed since I'm the one that said it. What do you want, kid?
You gonna quit with that kid shit, especially since I'm trying to help your ass and let you know what's going on.
What do you mean let me know what's going on? Are you pulling a dumb stunt that you want me to clean up again?
Nah, this is about your dumb stunt. Remember how I told you by not completely taking care of that situation, it could backfire on you? Well, guess what, Badge Boy? Your worst fear is here. He's up, and he's awake.
What? When did this happen? How did you find out before I even had a clue about this?
You're not the only one with ears around. I told you that a while ago. According to my information, he woke up last night.
This was not the plan. If he starts talking, he's gonna let them know that he knows who I am. They're gonna know that I'm the one that pulled the trigger.
I suggested you find a way to fix it. Cover your tracks.
I'll come up with something. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll only need a few more weeks before the job is done. I can't have him blow it.
What did they say about Q? Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, I mean, all I got was the call saying he's awake. What did the doctor say?
Does he know who did this to him? Did he see anything?
No, I'm not a part of your team, Tasha, but I got word from talk around at the agency and wanted to check in on what's going on with him.
Team, I wanted you all here so we can go over this together, as I had an opportunity to speak with the nurses and doctors caring for Quentin. It's not all good news.
Tasha, what do you mean it's not good news? What's going on?
Quentin, he suffered quite a bit of bodily injury and a brain injury due to the lack of oxygen to his brain during those 7 minutes he wasn't breathing months ago. He's not in a vegetative state, but he won't be able to go into the field with us for a while. He will have to do several months of physical therapy as well as a cognitive rehabilitation.
Cognitive therapy? That's only administered with...
memory loss. Yeah, Q doesn't remember much right now. As the doctors say, he is suffering from acute amnesia.
What? So you mean he doesn't remember anything? He doesn't remember us, his job, his family?
The doctors say it's short term. He just doesn't remember the last 6 to 7 months of his life. They expect certain things should make it trigger, and he could start to remember some things.
Certain things like what? Music, colors, faces?
Yeah, any of those things could trigger his memory.
So if he doesn't remember, it means he also doesn't know who shot him. So we officially have no lead on who tried to kill him, nor will we know what he found out down there.
Yes, and I want you all to go in to see him before we head out on our new case Lamar is going to give to you all. Mario, I think you're going to be familiar with this one, so I'll let you lead and...
Wait a minute. A case? A case? You just told us that one of our own, one of the closest friends, woke up from a coma and he has limited memory of his life. He isn't even physically capable on his own, and you want to just drive straight into a case after hearing that? All of this is such fucking bullshit.
I'll go after her. She's just upset about Quentin is all. She'll be okay to go.
Okay, I guess we can fill Christy in when she gets back. Team, we got a case that came across the front desk yesterday. That case was sent to us down from Liberty City. Mario, your name was mentioned in this file a couple of times. It appears you worked this case while you were up there.
I have a feeling I already know what case you were talking about. Would it happen to be the murder clinic case?
Yes, sir. You called it right. Looks like LCPD has run out of ideas to solve this one and has requested our help.
Wait, what even is the murder clinic case? LCPD rarely calls us into their jurisdiction on homicides unless the body count is unusually high. How many bodies have been found?
As of last week, it's been moved to 46 bodies.
There's this clinic in Liberty City where patients kept turning up dead. It's not natural selection death either. We kept finding them with their throat slashed, organs removed, skin peeled, etc.
Oh God, that's all just terrible. What are we gonna do to help?
We will discuss that on the plane, as well as talk with LCPD when we land. Right now, I want you all to go and speak with Quentin before we head out.
Christy, would you slow down for a second? I know you're upset about Quentin. I know what he means to you, but...
No, that's the thing, Dad. You don't get it. Whenever shit has gone to pieces on this job for the last several years, it's been Riley, Quentin, and I leaning on each other to get through it. Riley's not here. She's off to God knows where. And Q is in this hospital. 50% of the man that I know him as. I don't have anybody.
Hey, that's not true. You got me. I'm right here, sweetheart. I'm not leaving. Me and you were thick as thieves, you know?
Yes, Dad, and I know you know I love you. I love our bond. But sometimes I wish... You know, Kendrick sort of brought up the fact that I don't talk about Mom or the rest of our family, and I couldn't even explain why I don't talk about them.
Hey, I still don't blame you. They treated you like shit after everything that happened. They treated us both like shit. I'll always love them as my family, but I stand by your decisions to not be in contact with them anymore.
I know I made the right decision, Dad. It's just sometimes I wish things went differently. I wish I could have had that bond with them still. Maybe I wouldn't feel so alone right now. I know I have you, but it's different. I didn't even realize how I felt about them still until Kendrick addressed it this morning. I realized that I couldn't talk to him about it when I should be able to.
That's because you're scared. You've been hurt, sweetheart, more times than you should have been by people that were supposed to love you. The last guy you trusted like that ripped your heart to pieces, and now you're scared to trust this guy to not do the same. What's going on with your friends, how you feel, your relationship with the rest of your family? You will tell him when you're ready. Until then, you've got your old man here with you.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
I love you too, Christy. Now get in there and see your friend before you have to help your team. You know they can't do this case without you, Agent.
Yeah, I'm going. Are you coming to see Q too?
No, I'll let you guys have your moment with him. I just came to see if he was okay. I'll see y'all when you get back. Hey, Violet. This is Kevin Chambers. Could you set me up for a meeting with the governor? I may have come across some information he'd want. It's about the attack on his family. I might have a lead.
You have no idea how good it is to see you awake. You have no idea how long we've been waiting for you.
Look at you, looking like you about to cry. Don't tell me you're going soft on me now. I haven't been gone that long, have I?
No, it's just really great to see you. I've missed you, buddy.
Enough of the sentimental stuff. By the way, how are you and Mario doing? You guys ever go on that date y'all were so excited about?
Date? Mario?
Yes, Casey, the date. The one you made me and Riley help you find an outfit for. which quite frankly, I think you put way too much effort into that guy.
Q, that was like 8 months ago. I thought I told you how it went. When I came over and you were... That's right, you don't remember, do you?
Remember what? What happened?
Well, for starters, Q, me and Mario aren't together anymore.
What? When did this happen? What did he do? See, I knew I didn't like that guy.
It's a long story. I'll catch you up when I get back. We have a case to get to right now.
Yeah, Tasha told me about it. I know I can't join you guys because I can't leave this damn bed, but just act like I'm there anyways. Give him hell, Casey.
Jade, will you tell me what I did wrong?
Justin, what are you talking about now?
Obviously I've done something. You've been acting weird with me for 2 days now. Anything I say to you has made you upset or you act like you're annoyed with me.
You're standing here talking about what's wrong with us when one of our friends just woke up from a coma and he's not even himself. Maybe your self-centeredness is annoying me right now.
Look, of course I'm sad about Quinton. But Jade, respectfully, that's not what's bugging you. I'm not sure what it is or what I did, but I will give you space about it. I want you to talk to me, obviously, but I want you to do so without me badgering you for it to happen.
Thank you, but enough of this. We need to be ready to go once the team lands to get started on this case.
I'll take the dead patient files and you'll take point with the team.
If you are calling me, it must be something you really need badly that you can't get for yourself.
Well, hello to you too, Whitney. You're correct, by the way. I do need your help.
I figured as much. What exactly can I do for you?
I took on a new case, and there's some documents I need to obtain. The problem is this client is a federal agent, and if I pull her files, her agency will know as well as the IAA.
Okay. I'm not understanding why it would be a problem to let them know her files are being pulled. You're a licensed lawyer. It's within your rights to have her file as her attorney.
Well, the problem is these are files that I shouldn't be pulling. I'm trying to get them without having to go through court and without filing motion to get them.
As I suspected. You need me to do some illegal shit. Well, Mrs. Hotshot, it's going to cost you this time. Last time was a free because you got my cousin off.
Name your price and I'll pay you. But only after you get the files. After all, we don't even know if you can get in them yet.
Nicole, please. You and I both know I could crack Fort Knox if I needed to. Let me know what you need and I'll get you the price when I see it.
Deal. Now do this quietly. I don't need anyone suspecting anything if they start snooping around.
Girl, I have been working with you for 3 years now. I know the rules. Keep it cute. Keep it quiet.
Thank you. I'm sending over a list of files I need now.
LCPD Captain Rayner to let him know we are going to be taking over the case from this point. The department is sending over the case files to Jade and Justin as we speak.
From what I was able to read through, it appears the last body was mutilated about 8 hours ago and the foot was detached. The hospital was on lockdown for 10 minutes after the body was found. A limb can only survive without blood circulation for 6 to 8 hours before it starts to decay.
So basically, if we smell a rotten stench, we most likely can be sure it's the foot. Gee, how hard can a smell like that be picked up in a hospital?
Some of the other bodies were found with missing limbs and organs too, so I think the killer might in fact be collecting them. I haven't worked this case a month to remember all the details, so we will be running the point with the only other person that worked this case as closely as I did. Meet Detective Marissa Carter, my ex-partner.
Correction. I didn't work this case as closely as him. I worked it better than him. I mean, I am the one that got most of the details for the case to be established. Mario, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Just a few months. But of course I can see how it's felt like it's been longer. I do have a tendency to have my presence pretty quickly missed when I'm gone. One of my many impactful qualities, I think.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna throw up. Can we please get back to the case? You know, the more pressing issue that's at hand?
Detective Marissa, I'll have you work with me since you know more details about the case. Mario, Christy, I want you both to head down to the autopsy floor and see if you can build a profile of the killer based on the bodies that were found previously. Lamar, I need you to follow up with the staff and see what they know. Then cross-check that information with what Jade and Justin have. All right, let's get a move on it before we have another body on our hands. Let's not forget, the hospital is on lockdown because of this case. We have a strict level of access points, so be careful of where you go. You might not be able to get out of the rooms on certain floors.
So are we gonna even address whatever bullshit that was back there?
But what are you talking about, Christy?
Are we really going to pretend that little Miss Detective was just your partner while you were here? That's the lie we're gonna tell today?
She was my partner. One that actually listened and didn't act disgusted with me every time she so much as looked my way. Marissa is a great woman and an even better detective.
Oh, please. You can stand there and plant that lie in somebody else's ear, Mario, but I know you. You were flirting with her, playing right into her little joke she made.
What's it to you, huh? If we did have something else going on, why does it matter to you? You've made it perfectly clear how you feel about me. Even got yourself a new guy. Thought your life was better without me in it. Thought your boyfriend was the better guy, so why does it even matter, Christy?
Kendrick is a great guy, and he is better than you. It matters, Mario, because it's unprofessional, messing around with your partner.
The hypocrisy is amazing, as if you and I didn't do the exact same thing that you're describing. Admit it. You don't give a damn about the professionalism of it. You're jealous.
Jealous? What is there to be jealous of, Mario? She obviously couldn't have meant much because you packed your bags and left 2 months into whatever it was.
Jealous of the fact that I wasn't walking around trying to kiss your ass for 2 months. That I wasn't trying to make up for the endless world of Mario fuck-ups in your book. But I was instead with somebody else. Jealous that I had another shoulder to lean into that wasn't yours.
You know what? Fuck you, okay? I could not care less about whatever you two had or didn't have. Just don't let it get in the way of this case.
Detective, what do you notice about the area where the foot of the victim was cut off? The area where it was cut looks a little rough. Not a clean cut. Like it could have been made with a kitchen knife. It's a rough cutting, and some of the bone is still left. It's like the killer was in a rush, as if he knew he could be caught if he didn't hurry up. But he still couldn't help himself. He's impulsive. His other killings were smoothly done. Organs and limbs removed perfectly. I know because I checked the bodies out for myself. What would make him rush this one?
Jay, Justin, I talked with a lot of the staff. According to them, every floor of the hospital has cameras. Yet, when I talked to security, there was no footage of any of the victims where they were killed and mutilated. Latest victim's name was Tessa Griffin. The security tape showed no one going in her room except the nurses, and when they came out, the footage showed she was fine. Even the time between the last nurse going to where she was killed and her foot removed doesn't seem to add up. If I send you over this footage, can you scrub through and see if something was missed?
I can certainly do that. Just send it to me straight from the camera footage. I'll need all angles of what was captured.
While you were talking, Lamar, I pulled up Tessa Griffin's file. It's funny you mentioned her foot was removed, because according to a medical file, Tessa was suffering from sepsis. It had spread everywhere but to her left foot. Which foot was removed?
The file said it was the left one, the same one that was not infected. That can't be a coincidence, right?
With how carefully this killer has been able to claim the victims, I wouldn't assume they'd do anything by chance or coincidence.
Mario said the department sent you both over the previous victims' case files. Cross-check all of the victims that had parts removed with the infections or diseases they had. Maybe we will get something there.
Gotcha. I will get going with this footage. Justin will go through the files for cross-checking. I'll call you back in a bit, pretty boy.
You see, Governor, I may have had a little anonymous tip tell me who sent out that attack on your family. The information points to Derek Sims.
D. Sims? The lost gang leader?
Are you sure about this information? Like, are you absolutely sure he did that?
Well, you can't be too sure of anything these days, but that's who the information points its fingers at.
God damn it, I knew it. I said it when we took him out. His boys don't have the balls to pull that type of move without him giving the okay.
This is big information because it also means Taylor was right in suspecting he was back. Means he's been back for some time now. Do you have any idea where he might be?
No. Nothing concrete yet about his location.
It's okay, because we can't just go looking for him without solid evidence that this was his doing. I need you to give me indisputable proof that he was behind this attack. Can you get your anonymous sources on that?
I can certainly try. There is one more thing that was brought to my attention as well. There may be some evidence that he might have been behind the attack on Agent Quentin Miles as well.
When Maurice went on the run, we assumed he got some help to cover his tracks because we were also trying to connect him and Dice working together. If you're telling me that Deke might have been behind this too, then Taylor was right again.
That's a big claim to make because not only does it clear up Maurice's name as it relates to the shooting, but it also gives us a suspect to lean on. Agent, we need solid proof of both these claims you've come across.
If it's proof you need, I'll try my damnedest to get it. You have my word.
Mario, Christy, what information were you able to obtain from the previous victim autopsies?
According to the hospital pathologist, the other bodies that had organs removed were done so by surgical tools, like one you would find in the surgeon's supplies. The tool was determined from how the areas of the body were cut. The cuts were clean and straight through the skin, leaving no marks, scars, or scratches.
That's opposite of what we got with the current body. The detachment of the foot was more roughly cut and looked like it could have been done with a pocket knife, if you ask me. The killer might have been rushing on this body. We're thinking this one might have been an impulsive kill.
So either the killer knew someone was catching on to them and they had to be quick with the victim, or we have two different killers.
A second killer would explain the high body count of the murders. One murderer for 46 bodies is unlikely.
Not necessarily. When considering this as a hospital, you have to include the fact that it leaves much more access to people who are incapable of self-defense due to their mobility. Not to mention how easy it is for staff to go in and out of patient rooms at any given time. One person can access 10 to 15 patients' rooms in 30 minutes to an hour span, if we're being honest.
Christy might be right. It could be one person when you add the pathologist's notes about the similarities of the bodies. He details not only whether y'all cut into smoothly, they seem to have been cut and removed using the same tool.
No two murders have the exact same MO. Even copycats don't get it all right. It looks like one murder to me. A smart one. Clearly someone who is medically trained as well.
The question still remains, why this current kill of the victim was so impulsively done. I'll check in with Lamar and see what we found out about the staffers. It has to be someone on staff that knows this hospital so well to slip in and out without being noticed.
Christy and I will keep gathering the autopsy reports. We are close to building a good profile. Maybe we could...
Team, what the hell happened? The lights went out and the communications were just dropped.
Tasha, I think the killer is playing games with us. We just got another body.
So I was able to pull the files. I'm sending them over to you right now.
Oh, thank you. You are a godsend, Wit. How much do I owe you?
Just a second, Miss Hotshot. Since when did you start taking on family service cases? I could have used you for my cousin's ex-wife because she definitely don't take care of them kids.
Haven't I helped enough with your cousins? Besides, I don't do family cases. This was a special favor I promised I'd look into.
Oh, don't let me find out you holding out on me. I'd hate to hack through their little law firm.
Whatever, Whitney. How much do I owe you? Don't get too crazy with the price now.
Let's just cap it at $12.50. Would have been cheaper if I didn't have to go through social services and the courts to get the files. You know social services are really tight-lipped about their information.
Wait a minute. Social services? Why did you have to go through them when all of the files were court documents?
I take it you haven't looked at the files yet. There's a reason the rights were removed and no contact was added. And it wasn't just off the request of your client.
Oh no. She did not mention this at all. Shit.
Hey, we need to talk in private about, well, you know who. Meet me at the alley at the back of the Lucky Plucker.
Okay, I can be there in 30. Make sure you are not being followed. You know I ain't supposed to be out here like that.
I'm aware. Just be there. I'll see you soon.
They couldn't have gotten that far. The body wasn't there before. We had just walked down their way. They are still in here.
Well, of course. Where else are they gonna go? The hospital's on lockdown. Question is, how did they get by us with that body?
Shh. You hear that? Move in slowly on the count of 3. Freeze! FIB, put your hands up now.
Calm down, Rambo. It's just the janitor.
There's no way they slipped past us like that. Hi there. Hey man, did you see anybody come this way?
Mario, leave him alone. You've already scared him half to death. He was cleaning. He didn't see anything.
Ew. What is that smell?
Probably the bathroom he was cleaning. That or he shit himself when you flashed a gun in his face. Come on, let's get back to the body. Maybe it's some clues there.
Lamar, what did you find out from the staff? We have a theory one of them might be the murderer we're looking for.
It's not what we found out from them. It's what we found out from the victims. You know the foot taken from Tessa's body? Turns out that foot is the only thing her sepsis infection did not spread to.
Are you telling me the killer took the only healthy part left of her body? Do we know if it was on purpose?
I'm having Justin cross-check with the other victims now. I found security footage too that Jade is scrubbing through to see if anything was missed.
I was just getting ready to call you back. It appears all 46 victims were in fact suffering from some kind of disease or infection. The ones with organs and limbs missing, those were the things that weren't affected. Just to name a few examples. Gavin Cooley suffering from bone cancer. It hasn't spread to his right leg yet, and that's the limb that the killer took. Maya Edwards, hepatitis, her kidneys were taken. Connor Wilkins, pneumonia, and his liver was taken. The list goes on like this for the next 42 victims.
What's interesting is none of the same parts were taken. It's a different one each time.
I looked through the footage. You didn't miss anything anyone not named Jade wouldn't have seen. Me, as amazing as I am, did catch something. Your murderer is in fact a member of the staff.
The security guy and I looked over the footage many times and never saw anything out of the ordinary from the staff going in and out of the room.
Well, that's because you two didn't know the footage was in a blind spot. If you freeze the frame, you can see out of the corner of where the camera is placed. There's a member staff off to the side every time another goes in and out of the victim's room.
If he was on staff, that means he did know the hospital was onto him. That explains the impulsive kill. Mario, Christy, we have footage that proves the killer is a member of staff. We believe they are purposely choosing the victims based on body health. The body you guys just got, what can you tell me about it?
First off, the victim is cut open from the back. The spleen looks to be missing. The victim's eyes look yellowish, almost like
sickle cell disease. If it's bad enough, it can do damage to the kidneys, brain, and spleen. It probably hadn't done damage to the spleen yet, which is why they took it. Also, no other victims had their spleen removed yet.
We're dealing with a psychopath who is surgically talented and is deliberately choosing to remove healthy organs and limbs from sickly individuals as trophies.
a murderer who's also very smart, calculated, works here and is daring us to catch him.
Hey, where the fuck are you at? I've been sitting here for 20 minutes waiting on you.
There's been a change of plans. We need to meet at your bunker. I saw one of my former informants close to the alley and I didn't want him to see us.
You could have said that 15 minutes ago. Got me out here staying in this shit. Be at the spot in 20 minutes. And don't be bullshitting me, man.
As I'm sure many of you are aware of why this hospital is on lockdown, we officially can say this is an active crime scene.
The patients that have been found who died by homicide indicate a serial murder list. This individual is very smart, knows their way with surgical cutting tools, and knows their way around the human body. We believe the murderer has taken the organs and limbs as trophies, as some kind of sadistic way of celebrating their kills. This individual is also one of you. Among one of you is a narcissist with psychopathic tendencies. And hey, we aren't done here yet, sir. This is important. Hey, you, stop. That was probably our killer, and we just let him get away. Damn it, man.
Oh boy, waking up really ain't my problem if we being honest, because I'm not the one that pulled the trigger on him. But I hear you out anyways. What's this plan of yours?
Here's what you don't know, Derek. I stopped by the hospital to see him. Turns out, he has acute amnesia. He doesn't remember anything from the past couple of months, including what he found out or getting shot.
You gotta be the luckiest motherfucker in the world. First you pull the trigger on him, he doesn't die, but he ends up in a coma. But then he wakes up, and he has no memory of anything. That's an insane amount of luck, man.
You call it luck. I call it a blessing in disguise, because here's my plan. Talk around the town is that your business partner, Vincent. Yeah, don't be surprised that I know all about him. I am a cop, after all. The talk is he's got a bounty hunter breathing down his neck every time he turns around. Some guy named Sean Coleman.
Yeah, you mentioned it in passing. Said, dude, we pressing him hard for information. What's that got to do with your guy in the hospital?
The hospital said small things could trigger his memory, but that also means that we can distort his memory. What if we planted the idea that Sean the bounty hunter pulled the trigger on him? That he's the one Quentin found out about?
Okay, I see. It'll clear your name and our connection by putting the target on Sean's back while getting him off of Vincent's back. Kill two birds with one stone type of shit. I like it. How do we make it happen?
And this, kid, this is where you come in.
Looks like you guys are staying overnight in little old Liberty City, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. Well, at least until we solve this case. We have to catch this guy. I can't believe he got away from us like that.
Hey, we are going to catch him. Just stay positive about it. You're one of the best cops I know. Plus, you got me, the best detective around these parts.
Yeah, I know we will catch him. Just a little stressed out about it is all.
You know, if you really are too wound up about this whole thing, why don't you come over tonight? I think I got something to help you unwind.
Now, you know that was a one-time thing. We can't do that again. Not now anyways. Maybe some other time.
Alright, Justin, I'm heading out. It looks like the team is staying behind in Liberty City.
Okay, I'll meet you there later. Mario said he and Lamar had something he wanted to speak with me about. It might be about the case.
Oh, so you're really not coming back with me? Are you actually serious right now?
From the way you've been acting, I didn't even think you wanted me around. Seriously, Jade, what the hell is wrong with you lately? One minute it's like you don't want me anywhere near you, and the next you're upset about me giving you some space.
You know what, Justin? Whatever. Do what you want to do. I'll see you later, or whenever you decide to show up.
Question. Did you really think I wouldn't find out what was on those documents when I took this case? Did you honestly think it could all be swept under a rug?
How did you get... No, I didn't think it could be swept under, but I thought you could at least give me a chance to explain.
Yes, please explain to me why I'm looking at a court document sent from social services stating that you were deemed a danger to your unborn baby.
It wasn't like that, okay? I wasn't thinking of harming the baby, but I was diagnosed with prenatal depression. After the baby's twin died, my doctor recommended I see a therapist to help me grieve with the loss. The therapist determined the prenatal depression through our sessions. She had no choice but to document the diagnosis.
And obviously, with no help to care for the child, social services had to get involved for the baby's safety.
Exactly. With the diagnosis and everything I had just been through, they determined adoption would be the best thing for her. Though I'm the one that decided no contact. It hurt too much to see her knowing I can't have her.
Why didn't you say anything to me? As your attorney, this is not something you keep from me involving this case. If we are going to win, you have to be straight up with me from now on.
I will be completely honest about everything. So do you really think we have a shot with this?
Lucky for you, with me being the best attorney in the state, yeah, I do think we can win. This just makes the job a tad more complicated.
Justin, Lamar and I have called you because the other day, we found something. What we are about to say needs to stay between us and us only. We planned on having this conversation in person, but with us stuck in Liberty for the case, we have to do it this way. Lamar is going to send you over this file.
I just dropped it to your inbox, but before you open it, let us explain what it is. This file is conclusive evidence of who used their access to get their governor and his family.
There is no way. This says Kevin Chambers, you guys. Kevin as in FIB senior agent Kevin. As in Krista's father, Kevin.
Yes, we know. That's why this has to be under wraps until we are sure about everything.
What more is there to be sure of? This data was pulled straight from the agency servers using his access codes.
We have to be sure he's dirty not just because of the data, but because he might have been the one to shoot Quentin. Justin. We have to trace Kevin's steps from the past few months, but we have to do it quietly. We need to start with the night Q was shot.
Wait, how could Kevin possibly be involved with that?
What is all this about? And please be quick. I've got a meeting with the senator to attend.
Earlier, you asked me if I could provide proof that Deke is behind this. Well, here's proof that he is back. One of my CIs snapped a picture of him from the rooftop of the Lucky Plucker as he was in the alley today.
This was taken today? Well, I'll be damned. He really is back.
That proves he's back, sure. But how does this prove he was the one behind the attacks and the shooting?
Look, just tell me why Derek had his guys attack the governor's family and your boys attack the depository.
Man, I ain't telling you shit and I ain't saying shit. Especially not to no fucking Fed.
Look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. We don't have to do either, in fact. I'll make you a little deal. Something you and I both can benefit from. Well, I have an inside guy in his little circle he likes to collaborate with. He told me to look into footage of the Air Force's cargo boat from yesterday. He claimed all the attacks were a distraction so that Deke could steal their equipment. See for yourself.
Okay. Say this does prove it was all a distraction for him to get after this equipment. How do we tie him to the plot if he wasn't at the scene of the attacks?
I would think that's where the inside guy comes in. Kevin can get him to record a confession of his involvement on tape.
Okay. Let's have your inside man do exactly that. One last thing though. What's the gun supposed to prove?
That there, ladies and gentlemen, is the golden star of them all. According to the LCPD ballistics report, that gun was the weapon used to shoot Agent Quentin. The best part is, it's got Derek's fingerprints all over it.
Oh, look who finally decided to come home with his girlfriend.
Jade, I'm not in the mood for this, okay? It's been a long day and we have an even longer one tomorrow.
Fine, Justin. Don't be in the mood. Don't ever be in the mood for me again, for all I can.
I'm not going to argue with you tonight. I'm going to say some words that will scare you. I'm not going to keep fighting with you because I love you too much to keep driving a wedge between us for an unknown reason. Jade. Babe. Can you please just tell me what I did wrong so I can fix it? Just tell me what's going on with you.
You want to know what's going on? Look on the bed, and you'll see exactly what's wrong with me.
Holy shit! Is this real? This says that you're really...
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Justin, I'm pregnant.